I have a chance to sit down with Brian Elkan and ask him some of the hard-nosed questions about this week's Game of the Week, the upcoming matchup with myself. So let's welcome Brian Elkan. Good to see you. Absolutely. See, I heard on social media that you actually teamed up with old Corey to study and prep for this year's fantasy draft. What was that like?
It's really a treat. I've met him once before for about 10 seconds, and I've always been a fan, and he's I hope I get a chance to work with him again. He's really, really smart. Scary smart.
Some people said you took off last year to get married. Was that right? And what was the moment that you decided, hey, I'm just going to come back?
Really? I just woke up and instantly, with the curtains moving and the TV, some infomercial on, I just started screaming. Wow. And because even though I don't believe in ghosts, there is that split second where if you've ever had something that spooky and startling, you question everything. You question your entire life.
I'm back, and I've got a new attitude and a new name and a bunch of new techniques for dealing with the grumpies.
So what is fantasy football to you?
A lot of people think it's just some kooky mountain music, but it's really a progressive art form that's grown and changed and continues to evolve.
I am preposterously good at this.
I didn't know you cared that much about fantasy football. If you love it so much, why aren't you better? I noticed that you started off this year's fantasy draft with Jeremy Hill and Matt Forte going running back. What was the thinking there?
That's an exciting way to go. It's hard. It's a tough choice, but I'm glad it was made.
You jumped back into fantasy pretty quickly this year with a win over Reza. You actually scored the week's highest point total that week. Can you tell us what happened there?
It's just instant melee, and I just start swinging.
You're favored to lose this week. What does that say about my team?
Yeah. Well, I don't have as much to work with. So.
So what are you expecting from my team this week?
Have you seen National Geographic documentaries where tigers attack a gazelle?
We'll see.
When you get a stark reminder like, hey, this is the last year.
Last year? You mean to tell me this is the last year you're playing?
Suddenly, it just makes you soak it up a little bit more, and that's a good thing. I think we're all eager to enjoy ourselves and live in the moment this year, but there's a little tinge of heartache, and I think it'll get worse and worse throughout the season.
Dude, this isn't the last year we're playing. Are you taking off next year to have a baby? Okay, I have a couple more quick-fire questions for you. In your opinion, will Nice fashion be the demise of his relationship?
I would like to answer that question with a yes.
Everyone knows that Mike worked abroad this summer. What are your thoughts on Mike letting Catherine get away?
He really didn't do the work as a boyfriend to keep the relationship afloat. He disappeared for a long time. And so now that he's back and he's confronted with the reality that the relationship is over, suddenly he's a petulant and very angry, immature person.
Rolando claims to be your new BFF, always hanging out in the suburbs. Do you ever actually invite him over?
Not often, but on occasion I do, yeah.
What are your thoughts on befriending a black man?
It's easy. It's crazy. I mean, it's like these. I really. I mean,
how do you think Say Corey picks up a girl.
You, me, bar, beers, buzzed, wings, shots, drunk, waitresses hot, football, Cornell Hofstra, slaughter, then quick nap at my place and we hit the T-Zone.
How does Brian Elkan pick up a girl? So when I destroy you, what are your plans?
I will go home and curl up with my mother and sob uncontrollably.
We missed you last year, buddy. I wanted to give you a big welcome back to the league. Any last words?
The weird thing is, now I'm exactly where I want to be. I got my dream job at Cornell, and I'm still just thinking about my old pals. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. Someone should write a song about that.
I wanted to thank you for letting me live with you for a little while before I moved in with Whitney. And the guys would like to thank you for the cameras I installed in your house. Did you ever find them?
Oh, and another thing. Our sex life is none of your businesses.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh, yeah, man, how you